Tonight's story is inspired by true accounts, but the details have been creatively adapted for narrative effect. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Aqeela Files. This is a story about what is terrorizing my daughter. For years, my daughter has been plagued by an unseen presence. She believes it's a spirit, or perhaps two, and its persistent terror has seeped into every corner of our lives. For years it's been a constant battle against an invisible force that steals her peace and mine. The nights are the worst. She used to refuse to sleep in her own bed, preferring the illusion of safety between my partner and me. I'd spend hours, sometimes 3 or more, sitting with her in her room, a silent vigil as she fought sleep, a fight she still wages every single night. One morning, she woke up in our bed, nestled between us, and her words sent a chill down my spine. She had seen something terrifying upon waking in her own room. It had followed her, she said, into ours. This thing, she described, was utterly black, incredibly tall, and impossibly thin. It just stood there in the corner of our room, watching us. My partner, a heavy sleeper, was snoring loudly. And then this thing, this black shadow, moved. It went up to his face, and then the snoring stopped. Just like that. I was exhausted, perpetually drained from the lack of sleep. One night, I climbed into bed with her, desperation giving me a strange courage. I had a stern, one-sided conversation with whatever was bothering her. I told it, if its intentions were bad, it had to leave. It wasn't welcome. But if it was benign, if it was just looking out for her, it could stay. But it had to back off. Its presence was scaring my daughter. For a while, things seemed to settle. A fragile peace, it turned out. Recently, the fear has returned, sharper than before. She's been saying something new is in her room, watching her again. I should explain, I'm sensitive to presences. I have a strong sixth sense, and I'd never felt anything truly unsettling in our home before. Not until she started talking about this second presence. Now I feel it. When her bedroom door is open and the lights are off, I can feel it. It's looking at me. This is new. I'm certain of it. And most mornings, she's back in my bed. It's gotten to the point where she won't even stay home alone for short periods. If I need to nip out, just to get fuel or pop to the shop around the corner, she opts to stay home. Today, I had to run out for just 20 minutes. She agreed to stay. While I was gone, a stream of petrified messages flooded my phone. She was in her room, on her PC, on a WhatsApp call with a friend, no video, just audio, as they always do. She went downstairs to grab some food. When she came back, the call had ended. She called him back. He said that while she was gone, there had been a loud, distinct rustling noise right next to the phone. Then the call ended on her side. She had the cat in her room, and she tried to rationalize it, suggesting the cat might have moved. But her friend was adamant. The rustling was right next to the phone, very loud, and the cat hadn't moved. Our cat, for context, is fat, old, and lazy. She rarely moves for anything but food, and certainly doesn't know how to end a phone call. I raced home. She was crying, shaking, absolutely terrified. I tried to play it cool to reassure her, but but I couldn't lie. I told her I didn't know what it was. I still don't. As luck would have it, she's going on holiday with her father tomorrow. My partner and I are going to switch bedrooms with her to see if anything follows. My mum is coming up to sage the house, leaving crystals behind, anything to bring some measure of protection. I'm desperate for answers. Is it the same entity, the tall, thin shadow that once watched us? Or is this a new, more aggressive presence? Other day, I walked into the hallway. A wicker heart, which has hung on the wall for years, was on the floor. I asked my partner, who was upstairs, if he had knocked it down. If so, why hadn't he picked it up? He replied that he thought it was me. He said it sounded as if it had been thrown onto the floor with force, and then the downstairs door slammed. He thought I was in a rage clean. I hadn't been home. I had been outside. My partner, I should add, is a skeptic. He doesn't believe in any of this. There was no wind that day. And even if there had been, that wicker heart is heavy and has to be lifted to be moved. We've had plenty of stormy days, and that heart has never budged. Then yesterday, another incident. A picture frame in my daughter's room, which had been up for over a year and also needs to be lifted to be removed from the wall, was on the floor, broken. I joked to my mum that perhaps the spirit was angry with us because we went away on holiday for a week and didn't let it know. What if my joke holds more truth than I want to admit? I don't expect anyone to have concrete answers. I just need advice. I need to protect my daughter. She is the kindest, sweetest soul, and she does not deserve to be scared in her own home by a presence I can't even see. Thank you. Please like this video. Subscribe to the Aqeela Files for more terrifying true stories, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next chilling encounter. Share your advice in the comments below, because my daughter's safety depends on it.